Hello people, this is Mike Jr. II, and welcome back to Let's Play Dark Cloud 2, and right now we're going to be taking the Ripod back to the underground channel. Now, I did some more grinding for the most part.
You all set?
But yeah, I did some grinding for the most part, and I wasn't allowed to use the Ripod when I went back, so to actually obtain the Ripod, you have to do this cutscene first. So, okay.
Okay, let's go!
All
Let's
right.
go indeed.
Time to saddle up and head out.
Nice. I like how it has headlights.
Underground waterway. You'll be heading out on your own, son. I'm gonna see if I can't get something out of need.
Yeah, Cedric isn't coming with us.
Loud and clear.
Keep your guard up.
Leave it to me.
Alrighty then. So we are heading out back to the underground channel, and we go straight to the boss fight as well, or the mid-boss fight, as I like to call them. Alrighty then, so we are back, and actually, where the fuck are they? I didn't see them on the close-up up. I love how it jumps like that, but in the actual game, you'll never see it jump anywhere close to that, or even jump at all, actually. But yeah, I knew it. They're not there. What the hell? It was... They just faking us out? Oh. Okay.
Right there.
I bet you were thrilled when you thought you were alone here.
Well, that was really stupid. You know, you being here or not really doesn't mean much.
Too bad. So sad. Tear them to pieces, my little Linda.
Alrighty then, folks. So... now we're going to be fighting Linda, and with the Ripod. Now, if you try to go back to max and fight this thing, you cannot fight it. So keep that in mind. And yep, so, punch to the fucking face. Nope. Punch to the face. Yeah, fuck you, elephant. Okay, so the Ripod is actually a little bit different in the way that it controls. I will try to explain it my best right now, but basically, you see the Ripod, you will see that in the top left corner is his battery pack, and it is going down slowly on its own. If Linda hits you, it will go down faster. So watch the fuck out. Don't get hit too many times with this thing because you're not going to be able to just refill. You have to go back to Cedric's shop to get that thing back up again. And also try not to get your butt kicked during this boss fight because you will lose if you lose the Ripod. So I recommend punching and backing away for the counterattack. But we win. Yes to animal cruelty.
Oh, you little brat! I won't forget this.
Yeah, go fuck off, you little shit.
The outside world. Right then, my heart was filled with expectation, wondering what kind of places I would find. I had no idea that the incredible adventure I was about to begin was beyond anything that I could have imagined.
Alright, so you can use the Ripod with the Ripod command under characters on the main menu. When you want to get off, choose max under character. You can use Cedric to refill the Ripod, yep. I would just want to say right here too, Max doesn't monologue to himself nearly as much later on in the game, so if you're upset about these little moments that kind of break up the game a bit, you know, they don't stay here for long. And as the Ripod builds up EXP, you can get Cedric to upgrade the Ripod's core. Yes, the core capacity is when parts with more core capacity means you can have more parts on them. You can do a lot of unique things with the Ripod, blah, 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 blah. I'll explain most of that later. Alright, so here's the Ripod. Now, immediately we're going to get out of it, and after I exit this place, I'm actually going to go back and see Cedric. Actually, no, I can't. I need to, because, like I said, I did some of this before. And I need to go to this next area, because now we're going to be hitting up a cutscene. Because while we were doing that... at least I'm hoping that's why we were doing that. Cedric decides to go talk to the mayor, so we will watch and enjoy.
Cedric!
Is it just me, or is that some horrible lip syncing there? So So we're gonna find out what the hell's going on.
All right, Need. What exactly are you hiding from me? Tell me everything you know.
I see. So you realize too, have you? Damn. But sometimes it's better not to know.
Ignorance might be a bliss.
Why are you hiding things from me? I thought we were friends, Need. What's going on? Spit it out, will you?
Okay. I can't go on hiding it anymore. I'll tell you everything. I'll tell you what's going on here in this town, in this world.
Righty then, so now we know that Cedric is getting the down low on things. Okay, now, because I had to show you guys how the Ripod worked, I'm going to go back and get the Ripod filled back up again, because you really need that thing. Alrighty then, guys, sorry about that. I actually had to pause the video in, or not really pause the video, but I had to go back and re-record that. So, or I didn't have to go back and re-record that, but I had a call coming in, so I decided to keep the recording on. But because there's a lot of frame issues on my computer, I decided to just redo the video, or not redo the video. God damn it! It is late at night. I gotta understand how my brain fucking works late at night again. What happened was I just decided to cut the video out and just restart the recording process again. So I'm not gonna cut the last footage at all, but I just decided to restart the recording. Anyway, so Cedric is back, and he's not going to tell us what the fuck... It's funny, because he's not going to tell us what Mayor Need said at all. He's just going to be like, oh, you know, I'm here to do your shit for you right now. I'll tell you later when the plot progresses, you little shit. Okay then, so Cedric, let's talk to you and learn some more details about the Ripod. So how's Steve a-doing? We can reveal him. Yep, all fixed. And then we can also talk to him to upgrade the core. Okay, so let's explain this because this might be a little bit confusing for some people. So the way that this actually works is that we have ourselves this core right here. It is the core for the Ripod. It's a heart component. Now, when you actually defeat monsters, the experience points goes into like a money type thing. It's like a little slot machine kind of thing up there for you, or kind of like a ticking timer in a sense. But basically, when you have enough, you can pay for certain things, including a shield kit, which adds more defense to Steve. And then you also have an improvement core, which means you can add better things to him. Now, because this is the beginning of the game, we don't really have much to him. Oh, and you can also get your hands on a voice unit for the Ripod. And it is really stupid, do not get it, because I don't think you can actually unequip it or anything after you get your hands on it. So, that's a no-no. Don't fucking do that. I mean, if you can, feel free to post in the comments below and, you know, buy it at your leisure, but it gets kind of annoying when you're playing the game, and I definitely don't want to do it because I'm kind of talking here. I think what I might do is at one point I'll save the game, I will buy it, and then I will show you guys what it does in the middle of battle, and then I will end it right there. So, yeah. Anyway, now that we got that refueled back up, which means everything's cured with the thing, well, except for one little thing, but we'll go back to that. By the way, this is the map. You can go into specific chambers and stuff when you do it like that. Okay, so now you can't save when you go through the map to the underground channel. And that's my phone for going low on battery. Thank you, phone. I appreciate you screaming into the viewer's ear right now. That's what I get for being on the phone for 30 minutes. Anyway, so now we have to go back in here. And actually, for this medal, we can actually defeat everything with the Ripod. But I'm not going to do that because I want to see if I can complete the rest of this dungeon tonight, if possible. Because like I said, I did a bit more upgrading off screen. I didn't get anything else really cool at all. The only thing I can really tell you guys, and I will explain it to you in a few seconds. The only thing I can really tell you guys is that I'm going to show you that these weapons do not have see the synth file here? It has 3 destruction on it, which means it should add 9 more to smash. If I try to synthesize it with this weapon, it only goes up 2 points instead of the 9. Meaning that it has hit its max with that. So I decided to say fuck it, and I am going to keep the Synth Sphere here until the weapon upgrades and has the ability to take in all 9 of its powers. So, yep. Also, this thing can upgrade now because I decided to put some points into Cyclone, which is what it needed. And this thing, I added points to everything just for the fuck of it, because I had the points for them, and fuck you. Alright, so now we're going to switch to the Ripod and explain a bit more about that. So this is the Ripod. First awesome thing about the Ripod, he can just kick these things. He doesn't have to pick them up or anything, so it's kind of a quicker way to break those things open. Sadly, in one more dungeon, it's gonna not really mean anything at all. And I need my map up. There we go. So, anyway, let's see. Opening chests you can also do with the Ripod. There are some specific... Ah, damn it, I don't actually have enough room left for the repair powder because I have hit my maximum of 20 on that. Now, you will notice... Actually, goddammit. I'm not really seeing any monsters yet, so that's why I put away the Ripod. I'm going to get rid of this bat, and hopefully there's another monster I can hit with it. Awesome. Yeah, this gun is powerful now. There's a clown. Let's beat that thing up with the Ripod. Alright, so here's the Ripod. Boom, you just saw me take out this, Nope. Boom, bitch. Haha. Yeah, the Ripod is pretty damn powerful. He can be considered to be, like, the most powerful enemy in the entire... Or the most powerful thing you have in the entire game, almost. And when you get him, as you can see, we're getting points on our little EXP thing, which, as I've said, we could use to buy the shield kits, etc., etc. So, yeah, leveling, you know, the Ripod is pretty damn powerful. And the fact is, if he dies, for whatever reason, you don't lose the game. Because the way it works is that when you die in this game, you have to lose your main character. But if the Ripod decides to kick it, you're good. You can still use Max. You can't use the Ripod anymore, but you can still use Max. However, if Max dies, well, he rides the Ripod, so he's dead. So, yeah, just so you guys understand a bit more of the mechanics of this game. Oop. And now we are also accustomed to mimics, and goddammit, they can poison too, so watch out. I found out recently that their weakest thing is actually the item you want equipped. Fuck off. The item you want equipped to the... Oop, another level up, nice. The item you want equipped to your weapons to defeat mimics faster is actually the smash ability. It was actually the reason why I got 3 of these, because I figured I knew the mimics were showing up again, so... which is a staple in the Dark Cloud series, or at least the 2 games that have come out. Oop, and we have the channel key. Ooh, shit, the Vanguard. Okay, this thing. It can take a hit. It is extremely powerful. You don't absolutely need the Ripod, but it is very much in your favor to hit this thing with the Ripod. Now, this thing can be a pain in the ass, so as I've said, go up, punch him, and then back up. It's kind of good to be able to time your punches so you can so as soon as you get up to him, you punch him and then you back the fuck out. Really helps out a lot. Alrighty then, so actually I could show off one more thing right now. The Ripod, which is right here, also has the cannonball arm, which is his weapon so far, and you do need to repair this thing. Now, the funny thing is that the repair powder, it will not repair it all the way. Depending on how much is being used, it will only repair it a little bit. So yeah, watch out. Okay, so we only have a bat up here. Oh no, we got a Night Stalker too. Now, off screen I was actually able to get the quote-unquote scoop. Awesome. I was able to get the scoop of the Night Stalker where he is spinning at you. It's a little bit different. Actually, I think I still have the camera picture of it. Yes, I do, right here. Let's look at this thing. Enlarge photo. I want to... Really, I can't just look at it entirely? Okay, that's done. But here it is. I am going to move the idea to the book. And then I think you have to save the picture itself for Donnie. I could be wrong. We'll find out in a second. We'll find out later on, but until then I don't want to really do anything, so we will leave it in our little picture book. Also, in the dungeon, you cannot find things to take a picture of. Like, I can't just be like, oh, hey, here's a picture of a water thing. Nope, doesn't work that way. Saddy. Okay, so looking at this thing, I want to go down here. Alrighty then. Oh, I actually missed the chest down there. Damn, I'm pretty dumb. Okay, we want to go in here. I'm trying to keep it in the corner for you guys so it's not in front of Max the entire time. Oh, and another Vanguard. Nice. Actually, I might be able to get a pot shot on him. Alright, so he's paralyzed now for a little bit, so you can get a few hits on him. So even with my totally upgraded hammer, this thing is barely doing any damage. So again, you need the Ripod, which is why I refilled him up. Okay, back the fuck up. Oh no, he hit me down. Okay, so I hit him. And they give out big EXP too. Actually, that is repair powder. And the cannonball could probably use a repair. It's not what I wanted to do. Okay. Now, did I heal it all? Yes, it did do it all the way. Okay. I cannot show the mechanic. There we go. Thank you. I cannot show the mechanic of the fact that it doesn't actually heal it up all the way. That's really the only drawback to the Ripod. The Ripod is extremely powerful and gets incredibly more powerful later on in the game. Like, it is insane what the Ripod can fucking do. So, in all honesty, yeah. Try to train up the Ripod as much as you can, but do not use it over your main characters. You know, do what you can with it, upgrade it when you can, but also make sure to upgrade your main characters, because later on in the game, there are plenty of situations where you get fucked over because your Ripod dies, and that was the only powerful member on your team. So here's this thing. I think I explained this to you guys before. If not, this is the whole mechanic where there's actually kind of a midway through the area key. It's not exactly the floor key. It serves the purpose to extend the levels a little bit more. It's whatever. I don't really find it to be that big of a deal. Okay, come here, you motherfucker. There we go. But anyway, they kind of use it to extend the floor, but it's like you have to find it in a chest, so the game forces you to open chests as you go through the dungeon. Because if you run into one of these areas, you're fucked. Now, funny enough, when I had to do my second, I did a little bit more grinding when my recording didn't work off of the last two, technically the last episode for you guys. When that recording didn't work out, I decided to go back in through I decided to do a little bit more leveling before I started doing another recording, because, well, people were being loud at the time, and there's nothing I could do about it. The funny thing was that I got a channel key, and the door was already opened. I will try to, I recorded it. I will try to show it to you guys. Nope, nothing in there. But, I will try to show it to you guys in the corner of the screen. Hopefully I can get it to work out. But, like, I totally checked, and it's like I had the channel key. The channel key was right in front of me, you know, that I needed to put it into, but it was closed. Okay, I want to get my hands on these abs, because if I remember correctly, they do disappear. Alrighty then. Now, this area has the most of these vanguards, just because they really want you to use the damn Ripod. I think other areas really tone them down a bit. Alrighty then, so I will give you the experience Ripod just because you're so fucking awesome. Fuck off. One hit. Look at that. Boom. Oh, and we got them all. And this is the monster defeated with Max on it. Yep, no words or anything. He doesn't even do an animation. I don't really care. And if you are curious, no, you cannot build up the cannonball arms or any of the Ripod's weapons. They are basically mechanical, they have no magical properties to them, they don't do anything. Alright, so we also got a wind crystal. Okay, I will actually add to my... I will actually repair both of my weapons. Just because they look like they're getting low. I'll do health too, why not? I got enough stuff so far. Alright, so got the floor key, and I'm going to be heading into the next area. Alright then, so I really don't know much else to say right now. Oh, there's actually something I forgot to talk about, though I don't know if we're going to have more cutscene here. I think we are, actually. So I will talk about that another time.